And there they go.
Well, I'm at RacingNews.com. I'm Magic, and we're taking a closer look at the Grade 3 Jeff Ruby Stakes, a 100-point Kentucky Derby prep race at Turfway Park on Saturday, April 2nd, the final race of the 12-race card. Turfway Park's biggest day of the meet. Mike Somich here to talk to me about it. And Mike, you're known on the NHC and then the NTRA circuits for your synthetic success at Golden Gate Fields. That's why I wanted you for Turfway Park and for the Jeff Ruby. We'll see if you make that happen. And the reason I bring that up, you've got a horse that won at Golden Gate Fields last out in the El Camino Real Derby. That's Blackadder, now making his first start for Rudy Brissett, a 15-1 long shot. I got a feeling you like him at least a little bit here, but who is your top pick?
No, not at all. I have no interest in Blackadder. Yeah, you won it at Santa Anita. That was under the Bob Baffert tutelage. Now we're switching to a completely different trainer, so who knows what's going to happen here with these horses? No. Still don't like him, but in all seriousness, the trainer doesn't really make a difference in that spot. I want to take a price here, and two horses stuck out to me. So I'm going to talk about both of them and then make my pick. We're going to start with the 8-horse Red Run out of the Steve Asheson barn. Horse came back for its first start as a 3-year-old at Sam Houston in the Texas Turf Mile, a $200,000 stakes race, and took a monster step forward from the previous year. Pops an 86 Beyer. His previous career high was 69. This is a gun runner horse out of a dam called Red House. Red House is a unraced sister to Untappable, who won multiple grade ones, including 9 wins and $3.9 million. And Patio Prado had grade 1 and grade 2 wins on the turf. A lot of good turf/synthetic breeding here that I think you got to pay attention to. In fact, we take a monster step forward, and then Steve Asheson puts this horse in a 100-point race. I think you really have to pay attention. And I like the price right now. You're getting 6-1 on the morning line on the 8-horse Red Run. 3 posts to the inside. You have the 5-horse Tawny Port, who I think is also very live here at a 6-1 morning line price. Coming out of the Brad Cox barn. This is the son of Pioneer of the Nile, one of the better synthetic sires. And this one's interesting. You have 2 wins over this track, which I absolutely love, then heads to Fairgrounds and runs in the grade 2 Risen Star. And, you don't really get to see all of the trouble when you look through that running line. But if you go back and watch that race, hot pace, and the horse that was up front completely backs up into Tawny Port around the turn. The horse gets shuffled back, loses 4 or 5 lengths, swings 5 or 6 wide out in the lane, and is able to pass a couple tiring horses. Clearly like synthetic more. Not a good trip at all against much better than what he's facing today. I think 6-1 is a fair price on Tawny Port as well.
Well, and Tawny Port also a horse that's proven going to turns multiple times on synthetic. No one else in the field, I believe, can say that. So I love Tawny Port. You've got Brad Cox trying to get this horse into the Kentucky Derby, and that $600,000 purse probably helps spice it up a little bit here as well. The big headliner here is Tiz the Bomb. He's 2-1 on the morning line. He'll probably be much, much, much lower than that. And for good reason, he won the Battaglia Memorial last out by a hard-fought neck over Stolen Base. And that is the local prep for this one. Tiz the Bomb also 2 stakes wins on turf last year, was second in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf. So plenty of talent. You're not using him. Why?
Not really interested at 2-1. And like you mentioned, the price here is the main problem. You talked about it. You nailed it. You hit the nail on the head there with it. He's not going to be 2-1 when they break from the gate. I mean, this horse is going to be 6-5, 7-5, somewhere in that range. I'd much rather take the horse that finished second, Stolen Base, who's going to sit on the board at 3-1 or 4-1, who only missed by a neck. This race is longer than that last prep race, so they went 1 mile and a 16th in the Battaglia. They're going to go a mile and an 1/8 here in the Jeff Ruby Stakes, and Stolen Base was surging, and if you go back and watch it, Tiz the Bomb just holds on there. It's not that the Tiz the Bomb was extending his lead. So the additional ground is going to help a horse like Stolen Base in that spot, and the price is going to be much better. Additionally, look, I don't trust Kenny McPeak at anything under like 5-1. I have no interest in betting his horses at those levels. The horse is properly spotted. To be completely fair to Kenny McPeak, this is the prep that this horse should be in. I just don't want to swallow the price on him.
As someone who had took a big swing against Tiz the Bomb with Stolen Base last time out, I was severely disappointed with the result there. It was a very fun finish, and you can check the full reaction over to that race over at our YouTube channel, youtube.com/racingdudes, where we also find full coverage of the Kentucky Derby and the Kentucky Oaks Trails. We also have a new feature starring this guy right here, Mike Somich, called Stable Him Up. So whenever Mike sees a horse over the weekend that he goes, wow, you really want to play this horse next out, you'll probably get a great price. That's what Mike's highlighting. So it's a great new feature. Make sure you check that out and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Visit racingdudes.com for free picks for every race, every track around the country, as well as the inside track to the Florida Derby wagering guide covering all of the Derby and Oaks prep action at both Gulfstream Park and Oakland Park this weekend. Hit like if you like the video, subscribe if you like it. Tell us below in the comments who's winning the Jeff Ruby Stakes on Saturday. We'll see you at the track.
Get the all-inclusive inside track to the 2022 Florida Derby wagering guide, featuring in-depth analysis of every single stakes on the card, including the $1 million Florida Derby. Plus, get race-by-race analysis, betting suggestions, and multi-race plays for the entire Gulfstream Park card. As a special bonus, you'll also get in-depth analysis of the $1.25 million Arkansas Derby and the $600 Fantasy Stakes from Oak Lawn Park, major prep races for the Kentucky Derby and the Kentucky Oaks. All wagering guides are included with any monthly subscription to premium picks from the experts at racingdudes.com. Learn more at racingdudes.com. And remember, never play a big day without visiting the Racing Dudes. First,